almost Christmas. I already prepared a Christmas post that I want to put online, but I felt it was too early. So I put it aside for a day or two, but probably within the next couple days I will post something also. And yeah, I'm back. Welcome to my stream. I appreciate it. Was a kind of rough night. Didn't sleep a lot. Kami has been keeping me up. Kami has vomited on my meter, on my tape measure thing, my wooden tape measure, and I'm throwing the thing away. There's not a chance that I'm keeping that. It went into all the cracks and all. So yeah, and that kept me up. And now I'm just ready to do cactus work again. Brought some gloves here because I want to take out some of the seedlings from the soil. So yeah, we will transplant them, transplanting some seedlings, because otherwise they would get too much humidity at the roots, too much water at the roots. So that's what I want to do now. I brought me this container here, and I already have a bunch of containers with washed pumice, great medium for cactus seedlings, and I just want to transplant them. Taking it off. The root system looks okay. Not bad. But one or two seedlings I already saw have problems. So what we need to do is take away all the soil around the roots. Cleaning the roots up as good as possible, and then I stick the seedlings into the soil. So now that I'm cleaning this, I see that the root system is not only infected, but also something has eaten away. So I need a knife. Give me a second, I will get a knife so I can remove that. I've cleaned up yesterday. Okay, I'm back. Just brought me something to clean up the root system here accordingly. And yeah, this has a fungal infection at the base. Very bad stuff. It often doesn't heal, and in this case, it's also infected. So we need to remove that completely. Maybe a little bit safety distance. I gotta check on the chickens. Something is going on with the chickens. Give me a second. Just false alarm. Chicken. Every now and then the chickens start making a lot of noise, and then I gotta check them out so it's not a fox or another buzzard that is hitting them. So yeah, but everything all right. So now I'm continuing to clean up the roots here. This one has discoloration a little bit, but apart from that, the root looks okay. So we will try. We will put it into the soil. But we got to keep a very close eye on them. These are just very sensitive to overwatering. And once you have problems with mealybug, things that just attack the root system, then it can happen very fast that you lose them due to root rot. So yeah, I'm currently just sticking them into washed pumice to give them a better drainage. If you want to keep your seedlings, every now and then you will have to repot them, because in the old soil a lot of stuff can go wrong, and sometimes you just have a pest here and there that causes additional problems. So yeah, keeping a close eye on the seedlings here, removing everything where I have a fungal infection at the root system, and that can happen so easily with cacti. This one here had also been attacked by something. I'm not sure what's been going on in this pot, but it doesn't look so good. So yeah, I'm removing that also. All these seedlings will have to be re-rooted, but that's okay. We can get it done. Just have to make sure that there are no problems during the rooting. Here's a fungal infection at the base. This is all from overwatering. This is all because those seedlings at that spot got drip water from the roof. Drip water is a big problem in growing cacti, in cactus culture. So choosing a medium that has a good drainage can be beneficial very often. This one has an infection. Maybe we can remove it, but probably not. Here you can see the infection, that orange discoloration inside. It shouldn't be like that. There should be no orange color at all. So now I removed the rest of it. Now the wound is clean, but there's not a lot of material left. This is just 1 centimeter. We could lose them, but we'll see. So now I have a container full of healthy seedlings and one that I want to turn around. I will put them with the fresh cut upwards, so the sunlight and everything that and that fresh air can get to the wound, to the fresh wound over here. So these are all seedlings from this cross, but these were all the seedlings that had root problems, most of them basically. So it was good that we repotted them. In the future, there has to be, I need to take greater care at preventing this kind of stuff. We need to repot more often. So yeah, I will write a label for the other cross, for the second cross here, because now we split it up. The bigger they are, the more often you have to split stuff up, and that means that you will constantly run out of space. So let me just have a look at the label here. This is a cross of mine from 2023, P&O 23 131, and it's a hybrid with 18A 2000 and a columnar plant, columnar father. But unfortunately, a lot of them had problems with the humidity. So yeah, that's a perfect example why washed pumice can be so much better. If you look at the soil now, it's not even so wet, but long term, the soil just takes longer to dry. Okay, I will put these aside and try to give them a little bit of light. Maybe I will put a LED panel, a LED grow lamp on top of it to get the infection to dry very fast. Okay, and then I brought another one that I also want to split up. So I have 2 containers here, and I want to take these out. This is all the classic classic problems like oxalis. So we will take him out now. Having a look at everything. A lot of roots in this pot, you know, but when you take away the oxalis, check this out. The roots are from the oxalis. A lot of weeds. Ah, I hate that. Okay, yeah. Also, this is just not a good soil long term. It's just not fast draining enough. So it's good that we transplant them now. This kind of transplanting needs to be done on a regular basis if you want to use organic soil in the beginning. Later on, you have to keep them perfectly dry during winter, or this kind of stuff will happen a lot more often. And we still have very warm days in the greenhouse. It's not that the temperatures right now are so unbearable, but during winter, it's just the cold temperatures hit them harder when the soil is wet. Okay, another one. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the seedlings look good. Not bad. But we came too late for some of them. Not all, but some. Let me see what kind of a cross this is. This is KA1 crossed with claw. Good cross, actually. I mean, the father doesn't have a huge flower, but a nice red color. And K1 is one of the most beautiful hybrids that I have, so there's definitely potential here. Okay. Next one. I will split these up over 2 containers. Because otherwise everything gets too full. I don't think I can get them into one. I mean, I could try. This looks pretty full already. I really hope this is a good cross because it takes a lot of space. I would hate to keep a lot of seedlings of that cross if it looks exactly like the mother, for example, or like the father. I would love to have something different here. Okay. Yeah, some of the roots don't look clean, but they are okay. The chicken outside making a lot of noise. I'm not sure what it is. I was already out once at the beginning of the stream, and I couldn't see anything. Everything seemed to be all right. Not sure what kind of a problem they have, but they are constantly making noise there. In the past, sometimes when the chicken made a lot of noise, there was a buzzard that tried to get them. Not sure. I will check on them again. Today's stream will not be so long. I can tell you that already. This is just I'm always worried about the neighbors' chickens because sometimes every now and then something is attacking them, like a buzzard, a fox, whatever. There are so many animals out there, and every now and then I'm coming out and I'm finding a casualty, and I want to avoid that. So yeah, I might at some point cut the stream short. Okay, so I split it up into 2 containers now. Both seedlings, same cross. And that's enough. I mean, from this cross, KA1 crossed with claw, I'm not sure if I even need 2 containers. That's what I'm currently thinking about. The flower is great of KA1, but I'm also not seeing a lot of that real big potential to get something totally different. I expect the offspring to look very similar, so I'm not sure if I want to keep 2. For now, I will do so, but long term, might sort one of them out, one of those containers. Yeah, but apart from that, we can leave it like this. I can bring it into the greenhouse again like this. Right humidity. No fresh wounds in these containers here. I just took them out of the soil, cleaned everything up, and didn't have to remove a lot of the roots like in the other container that I did earlier. So that's good. But long term, I think we might even, I don't know, I will definitely keep the seedlings indoors for much longer, so I can control the humidity a lot more. Because a lot of the problems that I currently see, you have seedlings that are basically this size, and we grow them indoors. And then once you put them out, it happens so fast that you lose them because of different kind of stuff. So maybe we will just keep them in for a little bit longer, long term, maybe until they have reached the size of something like this. Yeah, very likely that's what I will do in the future. I'm growing a lot of seedlings indoors right now, and I might even scale up, so we can keep a closer eye on everything. I want to stay in control of the seedlings, and once you put them in the greenhouse, they are out. You don't see them all the time, and you can forget about them. It can happen so easily that you lose track of seedlings outdoors in the greenhouse. And yeah, so we will keep them in for much longer. I can't really bring these back in because I don't want to bring in any kind of pest that could be from outside, being it mealybug, that kind of stuff. But I will put them somewhere in a different part of the house where I can control the humidity a little bit, especially the ones where I had to take away the root system because of root rot. The soil is just too wet in some of them that get drip water from the roof, and in the next year, I just can't put seedlings there. That drip water is just too much, and I don't think I can completely get rid of it. So yeah, what else? I will do a few seedling containers, and then I will cut today's stream short. Got a lot to do today. Preparing for Christmas. But it was also important to do it. Okay, getting rid of the gloves again. I don't want to spread anything from the roots of the other seedlings to these while I'm handling the other seedlings. Okay. In this container here, here's a hair, a white hair. I'm not sure, it's probably from my beard. Moss in between, I don't like that. It's already starting to grow around the seedlings. I don't like that at all. So at some point we will transplant them. For now it's good. It's okay. I cleaned the whole table earlier and yesterday, and I already have pumice again everywhere, spread around. I just really hate it. I just hate when you cannot do any work without minerals falling out of the pots. That's a classic cactus breeder's life. You're surrounded by this stuff, always. I don't like it. So, okay, this one here, I'm not sure what happened, but it looks like it was dropped. So here's a bunch of seedlings, and I will clean up a little bit. There are a bunch of seedlings that were trapped below, and I need to get those out. Because once you lose them under, like below the actual seedlings, if there are other seedlings that have come up below it, at some point you will lose them, and it will be a source of fungal infection that can continuously spread and come back through the container, because you don't see it, you don't know what's going on there. So yeah, a little bit of cleanup, and then I will try to put this piece back where it originally was. Okay. No, it broke apart. Okay. It's gotten worse. It's gotten worse and worse. These are just too many seedlings for this small of a pot. We would already have to start singling out a lot of seedlings, and we don't have the space for that right now. I don't have the space for that. Okay, this is all right. The chickens are constantly calling outside. I'm not sure what's going on, but I might have to have another look. Okay. Yeah, these are looking great. Everything all right. No problems. The soil has the perfect humidity. Not too bad, not too dry. This is okay. I like that. Closing it up again. Yesterday, by the way, I started having looking around for seeds, for other seeds to sow out. I chose a few different chili species or hybrids that I want to grow on the channel, and I want to buy these very soon, within the next couple of weeks maybe. And yeah, and then we will be sowing out chili this year. Yesterday I harvested some seeds in the garden. We have that big kind of vine, like a classic vine growing kind of plant, and I do not know how the English name is. In German it is called Blauregen, blue rain, some sort of an Asian plant. And I think my grandparents had it for the bees, because they were beekeepers. And yeah, and I collected 2 seeds yesterday, but I don't think they were ripe yet. I've been watching them for a good couple of months now, and I'm still not 100% sure at which point the seeds are ripe, but I want to harvest some of those too. Yesterday was just a test. I wanted to see how far they have progressed, how ripe they are, but didn't look so. It felt like they needed another couple of weeks or so. Okay. Looking good. coming along nicely. Overall, the seedlings, they're turning into an army of cacti. We might have way too many very soon. And yeah, we will be busy repotting all the time. So here, check this out. Very healthy cactus seedlings. A whole pot of them. Uwe Kahle hybrid. I'm really looking forward to these. Okay, next one. Always careful that there isn't a little hole in the Ziploc connection here, because otherwise the fungus gnats could get in. Okay, yeah, here also healthy seedlings. One seedling that I will remove because it is just too small. Don't think there will be anything good coming from that seedling, so I'm taking it out right away before it can turn into a problem. Okay. The other seedlings all look great. Okay, next one. Yeah, these are very young, tiny. This is the first stage of a cactus seedling in the first couple of weeks, maybe. So they are at the very beginning of their whole journey. We'll see if we can get them to flower, if we will be able to grow them all. But I'm doing my best here. This is a good cross, would be great to grow them. Okay, so here are more Uwe Kahle seeds. One big mass of seedlings. Apart from that, all good. Not seeing any problems. Nice green, healthy color. So I can close this up again. And the soil is pretty dry. You can really see that the soil doesn't have enough humidity. Okay, so here I'm pretty sure that this must have problems with fungus gnat. But it isn't just that. This is a white cross, a fairly white cross between Hilde Winterer and columnar species. So the seedlings aren't so healthy. They're a bunch of very small, tiny cactus seedlings, and I'm not convinced that a lot of them will make it long term. I would give them a little bit longer. I would give them a chance, but I don't think they will make it. We'll see. But there are also quite a lot of healthy ones where I see a lot more potential for them to make it to adulthood, to actually be able to grow healthy on their own roots. Okay. We're slowly but steadily seeing progress everywhere. Many seedlings right now. And even though we lose some from the fungus gnats, it's not a problem. We even have too many. Okay. Yeah, very young seedlings here. Maybe 3 weeks, two or 3 weeks, and a few variegated ones in between. You can see that there's this white seedling somewhere around the center and a bunch of green ones. Hey Dave, good morning. Was a little bit chaotic this morning. The chicken have something, I don't know. They are constantly calling, and every time that happens, I check them out because I'm worried that something might have happened. But I was out at the beginning of the stream. I went out for a minute or two, and everything was all right. But they keep doing their call. I don't know how do you say it in English? Like when a chicken, you know, the like it definitely does these chicken noises. Every time they see an animal, they see a predator, they see a buzzard or a fox, and I can hear it from inside the house usually. So I'm always, when I'm watching television, I'm always having like pausing the TV to listen if everything is all right with the neighbor's chickens, you know. Yeah, exactly. We have a lot of animals around here. I just live in the middle of the forest, or at the limit between town and forest, and a lot of animals live here. Every day I have foxes in the garden during summer. In winter it's not so much, but it's just normal part of our life here. But they are actually protected, so they shouldn't be in danger. If they weren't protected here, you wouldn't be able to do it. They would, in the very beginning, when my neighbor got the chickens, he lost quite a few of them within the first 6 months or within the first year. And it usually was a buzzard that kept flying through the net. And yeah, since then, since I was always the one that found them, when I come out of the house, the chicken coop is just straight in front of it, and I always when I came out, the buzzard flew up. When a buzzard has caught a chicken, and they are easily scared away then. So very often it would just happen that I would come outside, open the door of the house, and they would fly up, and I would find the chicken of the neighbor. So and since then I'm trying to keep an eye on it. I wouldn't have to, you know. It's not that it is my obligation or my responsibility, but I just like the animals. They're super sweet, and I want them to be all right. They're actually pretty funny looking animals, and they always wait for my neighbor to bring them something to eat. It's a little bit like a pet. So yeah, I often stop doing whatever I do and just check on the chickens when I have a bad feeling. So yeah, in this one I had a bunch of seedlings that I transplanted, and yeah, these are one or two that didn't make it, probably because they were already damaged. But yeah, it's still continuing a little bit in the washed pumice. Yeah, I mean, I have a little dog, but I don't want to have her outside all the time. Every time we go out, when I take Mika with me, then she scares away everything that's there. But I don't want to leave her outdoors all the time. And it's the neighbor's chicken, you know. It's actually his responsibility. I just keep an eye on everything because I don't want to find any more chicken in my garden that fell victim to a buzzard or a fox. And I really mostly do it because of the chickens, because I like the chickens. I love animals. And when I see that they have a problem, then I help them. So far, it happened, I think, 5 or 6 times. In the beginning, the neighbor had some sort of a net, just a black net, and the buzzard would fly straight through it. They would circle around, and then with full speed, they would fly through that net and rip it apart. And that's how they got in, usually, in the past. And then the neighbor replaced everything with chicken wire, and that has made it a little bit better. Since then, things have become a lot more relaxing for me. I'm glad that they did that, because the net was just not strong enough to keep out any kind of big bird. They have so much force when they come flying down, when they have something in target, and they went through that net like nothing. I've seen it. I've actually seen it. So yeah, we'll check on the chicken again later. I'm fully traumatized from the chickens of the neighbor. I thought about getting me chickens myself, because it's nice just to have, just because of the animals. But then again, I felt like what I experienced just with the chickens of the neighbor, no thank you. I've had enough. I've had enough trauma and pain. I really cried a few times when I found a chicken. There were some really nice, friendly kind of chickens. Neighbor had a black one that was so lovely, that was really, you could call it and it would come. And I really cried. I really cried when I found that one. And it was also because of that net. And in the beginning, I always told him, remove that net. The net is not good enough. It needs chicken wire. But it had to happen, Then it happened with some of the animals that were really nice, that he really liked. And now everything is safer, and I'm happy for it. I'm really happy. I couldn't have done it anymore long term. Yeah. The neighbor actually found 2 large roosters, and with all these crazy kind of I don't know where they are coming from, Thailand or something like that, Asian kind of rooster with wild hair and everything. Was a beautiful animal, and that we lost one of those, the biggest one, because he defended his flock against the buzzard. So yeah, I mean, what can I tell you? It's a hard life for them. It's just when you have, where I live, when you want to have any kind of animals that you are like as livestock, you need to do so much protection work to keep them safe. One day where you are not 100% focused and forget something, leave an entry door, can already be enough. The place where I live is beautiful. It's a nice place in the middle of the green land, healthy environment. In my videos, when I film the flowers, the cactus flowers, there's always great kind of background noise from the birds and the insects and all, but it comes at a price. You cannot, any kind of livestock that you have, you need to really keep it safe, very safe. So I'm a little bit hesitant to do that, to get me chickens myself. Maybe one day, if my neighbor ever gets rid of them, maybe I will get some. But for now, I'm just not 100% convinced. I wouldn't be crying all the time because I like the chicken so much, and something happens, It's also, they don't get so old. Every now and then, you just lose them due to old age. And that would already be, I don't know. I hate when that happens. Okay. Thank you, mate. You too. I will not be streaming for very long today. I'm also getting in the Christmas spirit. Trying to, I don't know, do something, I thought about how I want to celebrate Christmas, and I don't know. Let's see. Just trying to do a little bit to keep me happy, to keep me from getting into the Christmas blues. Okay, yeah, these seedlings are looking great. I guess we will be checking a bunch more seedlings here and there. Yeah, so these were grown maybe 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, and the seedlings look great. They're a little bit too deep in the pot, but apart from that, that's great. Okay. Seedlings are looking good today. I'm happy with them. Acceptable. Due to the fact that we're checking them all the time on the channel, it has benefits. It creates a lot of work, but it also has benefits because we see the so many of them are making it right now. A lot of healthy cactus seedlings, everything nice. But yeah, long term in the future seasons, maybe we're at one point getting a bunch of chickens for the channel. But I'm a little bit scared. But I consider it just because they eat all the ticks and the stuff that's walking, where I've had a lot of problems. The area where I live is tick infested, really infested. And that might be a great way to get rid of them. Okay, yeah, in this one here, I had a lot of seedlings in washed pumice, and they're looking good. But they need to stay in the closed container for quite some time now. I don't want to disturb them too much. They will eventually find their way. Okay, so these are great, but all focused in one corner, pressed against the corner. Not ideal. But as long as everything is going good, I'm happy with it. We will have to transplant them at some point, but not now. That is a problem for me in the future. Okay, 2 more and then we're done. Looking great. Actually, there's 2 different waves of seedlings that have come up. Some of them are a lot further along than others. But apart from that, looks great. Healthy growth, a little bit of moss, but it's not the species that overgrows them apparently. It grows very small, very slow, and that is okay. Every now and then when you get moss in a container like this, as long as it's not actively causing problems for the seedlings, it's okay. But once it becomes a nuisance, it needs to be taken out. And here's the last one. Very young seedlings, pretty healthy. Maybe 3 weeks old and looking good. The right humidity, this is perfect. And you can see it in the seedlings. It's just not, it's not so wet that the fungus gnats are thriving in it, but it's wet enough that they get enough humidity to long-term be healthy. So yeah, apart from that, I would check on the chickens now. I'm worried about them. I feel like maybe I overlooked something. So I just want to say I will be back doing a stream on Christmas, an actual Christmas stream, and you are wholeheartedly invited to join me. I'm not sure what we will do. Maybe just do stuff. It might not even be a cactus related stream. It might just be a social stream where I'm just streaming a little, so people can join me if they are alone. If they don't know what to do, you're wholeheartedly invited to join me. I'm not sure about the date, about the time, but I will make it known. I will make an official kind of time where I'm starting the stream. So yeah, if you don't know what to do on Christmas, just join me. I'm not doing much, not celebrating much this year, and it will be a great time to just have a chat So yeah, thank you guys for participating. I will check on the chickens now, and I hope that they are all right. I'll be back tomorrow, and there will be a special stream for Christmas. Okay, so check it out. Thank you.